مرحبا بكم في قناة أطلانتس، قناة العملات القديمة والنادرة. لا تنسوا بالضغط على زر الإعجاب وتفعيل جرس الاشتراك حتى يصلكم كل جديد على قناتنا.
1936 wheat penny value, how much is it worth today 2024? If you have a penny from 1936, it could be worth more than its face value. However, age does not automatically add value to coins, so how do you know the 1936 wheat penny value? The value of an old coin depends on many factors including its condition, how rare it is, and if it has errors that make it more desirable for collectors and therefore more valuable. The 1936 wheat pennies are part of the series that featured the 2 ears of wheat on the reverse and a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse. The first pennies with the portrait of Lincoln were released into circulation in 1909. 1936 no mint mark wheat penny value. There were 309,632,000 wheat pennies minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1936. You can tell pennies minted at Philadelphia from the absence of the mint mark, hence they are referred to as no mint mark wheat pennies. Because there were over 300 million no mint mark wheat pennies minted in 1936, coins that have been in circulation are not considered rare. 1936 wheat pennies in good condition are only worth $170, and MS-63 graded specimens generally sell for around $210. However, there are always exceptions. For the 1936 no mint mark wheat penny, these include the 058BN graded coin that sold for $920 in 2001 and the MS-69RD 1936 wheat penny that sold for $16,620 in 2022. Both were auction records for their grading and type. 1936 proof pennies. In 1936, the Philadelphia Mint produced proof pennies as well as pennies intended for circulation. Proof pennies are struck at least twice, and minted with specially polished dies. The blanks used for proof coins are also specially treated and hand-polished to ensure a high-quality finish. The value of a 1936 no mint mark proof penny graded at PR 63 is $227. However, proof coins have fetched a lot higher prices at auctions. For example, a satin finish proof coin graded PR 66 sold for $18,250 at an auction in 2022. Proof penny grading. Since proof pennies were never intended for circulation and most were bought by collectors who have kept them in a good condition, they cannot be valued on the same scale as circulated coins. When professional graders value proof coins, they will use the letters PR in the grading. The value of a proof coin depends not just on its overall condition, but also on its cameo rating. Deep cameo coins are the most valuable proof coins. They can be identified from the very deep contrast between the design details and the reflective surface of the coin. 1936 D wheat penny value. In 1936, 40,620,000 pennies were minted at the Denver Mint and they can be identified by their mint mark D. Even though there were fewer coins minted at Denver compared to Philadelphia, the coins are not considered rare. Deminted 1936 pennies are not valued as high as no mint mark pennies, even at the higher grades. For example, MS-65 graded 1936 D wheat pennies are generally worth around $200 only. However, there are exceptions and at the right auction, deminted 1936 wheat pennies can still sell for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. In 2003, at a heritage auction sale, MS-60BN graded 1936 D wheat penny sold for $978, which was the auction record for a deminted 1936 wheat penny with this grading. The overall auction record for 1936 deminted pennies belongs to a specimen graded as MS-67RD, which sold for $4,230 in 2016 also at a heritage auction sale. BN, RB, and RD grading. You will probably have noticed the letters BN and RD used in the auction record-breaking coins descriptions. These letters refer to the color of the coin. The 1936 wheat pennies were made with 95% copper and 5% of zinc and tin. It is the copper that gives the coins their color. When the copper is fresh and not exposed to oxygen, it is red. As it ages, it will be affected by oxygen and its color will change to brown. Coins that are at least 95% red are graded RD and 95% brown BN. Coins in between will be graded RB for red-brown. The RD coins are the most valuable. 1936 wheat penny value. To check if you have a 1936 penny minted in San Francisco, look for the mint mark S. There were 29,130,000 coins minted in the San Francisco Mint in 1936, so they are less numerous than either no mint mark or D minted coins from the same year. Despite the lower mintage, there are many known mint state 1936 pennies, so they are not particularly valuable. For example, MS-63 graded pennies are valued at just under $80. However, this does not mean that they cannot sell for more. The auction record for a 1936 wheat penny graded MS-65 BN is $204, and an MS-67 RDS penny from 1936 sold for $5,060 at a 2004 auction. 1936 no mint mark DDO wheat penny value. The letters DDO stand for doubled die obverse. This is a relatively common error that occurs during the minting process when the die shifts between strikes. While pennies from many other mintage years with the same error are not valued much higher than regular strike coins, the pennies from 1936 with DDO error can sell for more. It is not known how many pennies with a doubled die error on the obverse were struck in 1936. To check if your 1936 penny has this error, look for a doubling, or in some cases tripling or even quadrupling, on the words and numbers on the obverse side. There are 3 different varieties of the doubled die error on the obverse of the 1936 wheat pennies. In most cases, these errors will be hard to spot with the naked eye, so if you have a no mint mark wheat penny from 1936, you might like to check for the doubled die error with a magnifying glass. If you were in possession of a DDO wheat penny from 1936, you could be looking at selling it for several thousands depending on its overall condition. MS-63BN graded DDO wheat penny from 1936 sold for $2,875 in 2012, while a 1936 no mint mark DDO wheat penny graded MS-66RD sold for $21,850 at a 2008 auction. 1936 wheat penny frequently asked questions. What is the error on a 1936 wheat penny? 1936 no mint mark wheat penny DDO error. The 1936 wheat penny has a prominent variety of DDO errors. This is the best known error on the 1936 wheat penny and, as mentioned in the video, can significantly increase the coin's value. There are 3 known variations of this error, which are known as FS101, FS102, and FS103. The FS stands for the first strike. The first type shows doubling on the words liberty and we. The second type shows doubling on the date. It can be seen on the lower left parts of the numbers. The final variation shows doubling on the word God and the letters R and U in the word trust. It is also a very rare coin, with only 20 pieces known to exist. One of them was sold for over $100,000. Why is the 1936 penny rare? Regular strike pennies from 1936 that have been in circulation are not considered rare. However, 1936 no mint mark pennies with the DDO error are far less common and can be worth significantly more than their face value. Coins with high MS grades are also rare and worth more money. How much is a 1936 wheat penny with no mint mark? The valuation of a 1936 no mint mark wheat penny depends on its overall condition. Coins that are in good condition, for example, G4 graded coins are only worth around $7, however, high-grade coins have been known to sell for thousands.